What's up, Taiwan? I'm Liao with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. As one of Taiwan's biggest allies, the U.S. is a major focus of the country's diplomatic efforts. While the government here works to improve ties, a long-running advocacy group in Washington, D.C. is trying to bring Taiwan-related issues to top U.S. officials. Our reporter Eric Tsai follows along with them to Capitol Hill.
Exiting what they hope is a successful meeting, this team of Taiwanese Americans have met with staffers for U.S. Senator Ed Markey. Up for discussion, inviting Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen to visit the U.S. 90 other Taiwanese Americans are holding similar meetings, talking about an array of Taiwan-related topics here in Washington, D.C. All this is aimed at one thing: increasing U.S. recognition of Taiwan. These people are members of the Formosan Association for Public Affairs, or FAPA. FAPA's stated mission is to make sure Taiwan-related issues are heard not just in the U.S. Capitol, but all over the nation.
We like to rock the boat. We want to create havoc, as long as it is meant to forward Taiwan as a full independent country.
The organization has 44 chapters across the U.S. with members from all walks of life. Since they're not professional diplomats or lobbyists, they learn how to advocate for Taiwan at FAPA's annual 3-day conference.
Why can the United States not afford to let Taiwan be swallowed up by China?
The first 2 days are spent learning the basics of U.S. Taiwan policies. Members also practice how to speak to congressional aides through mock interviews.
Legislative assistant for Representative Gov't. Nice to meet you.
On the third day, they put their skills to the test on Capitol Hill. This year is a mix of veterans and rookies. Zhong Jiajun, a freelance consultant from Boston, attended her first conference 13 years ago.
Back then, advocating for Taiwan was not easy. Wasn't a very popular activity. It's hard to get other people involved, but I think this nationwide network was what really motivated me.
Zhong is taking the lead to help newcomers like first-time attendee Ke Yi-an, a lawyer from Boston. She was inspired to sign up after wanting to do so for many years.
But this time, I think what really inspired me to join this year, despite work and everything, was because I saw how much the Taiwanese government has done to further U.S.-Taiwan relations, and especially in Massachusetts, I've met a group of really dedicated Taiwanese Americans that have been doing their best to sort of doing grassroots activities to improve relations.
Despite its diverse membership, FAPA does not represent the full political spectrum in Taiwan. It has strong links to the ruling Democratic Progressive Party and pushes mainly for causes from the Green or pro-independence political camp in Taiwan. Through FAPA, dozens of Taiwanese Americans are bringing Taiwan-related issues directly to U.S. lawmakers. By building these connections, they hope to strengthen U.S.-Taiwan relations, one meeting at a time. This is Liao, Eric Tsai in Washington, D.C. for TaiwanPlus.
Taipei is joining other cities' efforts to support women who want to have children. It's launched a new subsidy plan to give women under 40 with cancer a chance to become a mother. Joyce Sung reports.
A shot at motherhood thanks to technology. More and more women in Taiwan are choosing to freeze their eggs, and local governments are working to support them in this endeavor. Taipei has launched its own subsidy program following neighboring Hsinchu and Taoyuan, which set up similar funds earlier this year. But Taipei has gone a step further to provide the financial support to women under 40 with cancer, giving them a chance to preserve their eggs before potential chemotherapy treatments.
算是受用啦，因为给有些女性有多一次的机会，可以再选择不同的未来。
Taiwan has one of the lowest birth rates in the world, hitting a new low last year with just 138,000 births. Women are also tending to have children later, with the average age of first-time moms at just over 31. A third of moms gave birth after 35. Egg freezing offers women some security and increases their chances of getting pregnant later in life, but it's an option that's out of reach for many women. Extraction treatments normally cost between $2,600 to $3,900 US, and that's not including annual storage fees, which cost a few hundred more. Taipei is offering almost $1,000 in subsidies per woman, the highest government package so far. But some are not convinced this program will be helpful.
对我们少子化整体的趋势来讲，其实并没有太大帮助，但是很可能会花费我们纳税人非常多的钱。
Gender rights advocates have also pointed out that while single women can freeze their eggs, the law requires them to be married to a man to use them. This excludes not just single women, but also same-sex couples from using their frozen eggs to have children. With Taiwan rapidly becoming a super-aged society, the central government will have to reconsider rules like these if it wants its egg freezing subsidies to have the desired result. Howard Zhang and Joyce Sen for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan has unveiled new air pollution taxes aimed at businesses as part of the government's 2050 net zero carbon emissions goal. Taiwan's Environment Ministry has released a series of updated tax measures aimed at reducing air pollution. The ministry says the new regulations will affect around 1,300 businesses ranging from power generation to concrete. They hope the new measures will help cut emissions by 9,000 tons annually. They could also bring in around $8 million to government coffers. But some business owners who could be affected say there's only so much they can do to bring their environmental impact down. And what they can do, they've already done. Business owners like Mr. Chen say the government should focus on reducing other forms of air pollution, like vehicle emissions. The response reflects the fine balance the new Environment Ministry must find between Taiwan's net zero emissions goals and the nation's economic health. There's a new trend among rickshaw pullers in Japan. Women are breaking into the profession. They're smashing stereotypes and winning online fame along the way. John Van Triest has more.
On a hot Tokyo afternoon, Akimoto Yuka is hard at work. All day long, she pulls a cart with paying passengers called a rickshaw, the pre-car ancestor of today's taxi. Though today's Japan is the land of the car, rickshaws are still popular with tourists. Pulling one of these carts is a tough job. Even without passengers, the carts weigh around 250 kilograms. Pullers run an average of 20 kilometers a day in all weather, and they also need to have charm and all the skills of a tour guide. Akimoto says when she started the job more than 2 years ago, she stood out.
やっぱりまだ男性の仕事っていう世間の印象が強いので、遠方から来られた方とかは女の子なのに人力車やってるよみたいな感じで外から見られることも結構ある。
But more and more, women are showing their male counterparts that when it comes to pulling carts, they can be a force to be reckoned with. 30% of cart pullers at her company are now women. And the owner says social media is helping attract more to the profession.
最初にいた子がかっこよかったんですよ。で SNS で発信したところそれについてこう来てくれる子がたくさんいて、そこから今25人ぐらいの女性まで増えたんで、これからももっともっと在籍今90なんですけど、もっともっと増やしていかないと。
Women who find their calling as rickshaw pullers say they can still run up against stereotypes. But the trend is clear. Women are here to stay.
もちろん友達とか家族とか親戚から反発的な意見もたくさんもらったんですけど、1年前に乗った時のドライバーさんからこう SNS もやってるよって教えてもらって、それ覗いてみた時にその女性の方が頑張って研修してデビューしてるっていう動画だったりその画像っていうのをたくさん見て、これ私も頑張ればできるっていう風に自信につながって応募するきっかけになりました。
Many get repeat customers, even some so pleased with their tour that they ask for them by name whenever they visit Tokyo. This can lead to big money, around 3 times Japan's average monthly salary for the most in-demand pullers. And now rickshaw pulling is a profession where women, who were once excluded, are leaving their mark. Joseph Wu and John Van Triest for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Finally, we leave you with images of a rare Andean bear named Obi at Chester Zoo in the UK. I'm Liao. Take care, and I'll see you next time.